Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test server and we're going to be looking at the Golden Frontier. Now there are a lot of updates, there are a lot of changes. Now remember, the last iteration we did of this was the beta version. So this is, and I don't know if they consider this a beta version again, or if this is kind of the regular full-on version. As we can see, we have Hodgkin in here in the storyline. It's pretty cool when he comes to the Isle, everyone's happy. And then of course the bombs start dropping in the city up ahead. Teaming with thieves. All right, let's check this out and see exactly what it's made out of. Now, also remember with this game mode, you do get a lot of resources. That is something to know when you look at essence, which is of course super important when it comes to the resonating crystal, when it comes to really leveling everything up. And then you also do get diamonds in here. So let's see what we got. So here's the original team that we put in there. We can go ahead, we can rally, and then we can also set up some secondary teams. Siege weapon has arrived. Now we're ready to fight. So let's go ahead and click in here. If you remember, this is how it always starts. Now I'm in League 12. You can see we have one. Now it's going to shoot out different heroes and they're going to go ahead and fight. Now, if you didn't see this game mode, or if you weren't aware, it only happened at certain times of the day in the beta version. So you didn't have the ability to actually go in here and see this. And if you weren't up, in my time, it was midnight. If you weren't up at that time, you wouldn't have the ability to actually see this. So 69 reinforcements have arrived, which is the rest of the team from my league. So we go ahead, we do all of our kills in here. We'll win this in its entirety. And you can see with all of the players in their entirety, very easy to get through here. Now this, of course, is just kind of a demo. You can skip through it and there we go. So this does yield us phosphorus gems. Now the priority to get in, really the thing to get in here is building out your I believe they are relics or treasures, might be treasures, with the phosphorus gem, because that will allow you to get more places. And then the tide shell, of course, is the ability or the item you need to actually do things within the Golden Frontier. So looking at this, there we go. So we get the ring. Like I had said earlier, we're going to go ahead. We're going to spend 500 of our phosphorus right here. This is going to unlock the spirit ring, increase the number of resource zones. Now that is what we want to look at, because when we start looking at all of the Vault of Riches, a lot of these do have increased phosphorus veins. It does have the ability to level up a lot of things, increasing phosphorus. But if you look at some of these, they can also level up and allow you to take on a lot more resource places as you're going through here, getting more insight in some of these, but also getting more essence production right there. You can see more phosphorus and then of course more diamond production. You want to get these expedition treasures and you want to build these out as soon as possible, because it is allowing you to get a lot more tide shells and allowing you to take a bunch more nodes. The more nodes you have, like I said earlier, is going to give you the ability to actually generate a lot of these and get higher leveled heroes with formations. So essence pool, we're going to go ahead and we're going to occupy. This is going to give us 100 a day of the essence itself. Let's see, because here we're going to have to take, and I think Rem, we're going to have to drop out of this one. We can go ahead and use our beast though. There we go. So a portal, boom, nice. From what there's got to be something good. Here is the portal. Now remember, this is a part again that was not in the beta version. So this is something that they knew that is new. That's the reason why I wanted to check this out. So here is the Realm of Shadows. Before we go into this, let's see what exactly this looks like. If there's anything that we can kind of do, or how is this going to look? So highest floor, it looks like is 60 right there. Let's go and see what exactly this looks like. So there's the gate. We have some details right here. What is this going to tell us? Nothing right now. So let's go ahead and enter. So I never knew there was a place like this on the island. Hey, look, there's treasure looking right over us. Doesn't look like we're too welcome here. So here is the Realm of Shadows. Now it's funny because this just like looks like the spire that we do, where you go kind of down floors, as you can see. Now let's look. So limited time challenge. So clear floor number 40, you got 3 days, 80, 125, and 175. Now looking at the loot, pretty good. We do get more of our shells in here. We are also getting some wish leaves as well as some red chests. So pretty good in there. Progression leaderboard, you can see already through floor 16. And then looking at the chests over here, again, we have more phosphorus. We do have diamonds in here. I'm wondering if coming down here, yeah, so right there, blessed flame. So again, it is very similar to what we see with the spire, because I'm assuming each team automatically recovers one blessed flame every 100 minutes. And I think that's 100 minutes to go in there and challenge these. But you can see clear floor 20. And is every floor of this going to give us loot? It does. Guys, this is going to be a lot of loot as we're going through here. if every floor is giving us a lot of loot, and I'm wondering if this is going to change. Let's look through the rules in here. So the Blaze of War and the Golden Province Awakens an Ancient Seal. Each player team will start with 6 Blessed Flames, which can be used to challenge treasure guards every 10 hours. 6 torches come back, so pretty good. So it's not 100 minutes. Well, that might be, no, mathematically doesn't make out. Some cities contain mystic gates. After a player league occupies such a city, they can challenge higher floors of the Realm of Shadow. So we're going to be able to get this on higher floors, which means more loot in here. Inside Mystic Gates, Guardians protect the treasure. Defeat them within a certain amount of time to receive a reward, which we'll look at in just a minute. And adventurers from your league who have not yet defeated that Guardian will also get the reward. So this is going to make a big difference if you're in a high-level league. Treasure Guardians will leave after a certain amount of time, and they cannot be fought again. So let's see. So we challenge, and let's see, 231. So we are on a higher level. So I'm thinking because we're starting in 240 in here, that's going to make a really big difference, because I believe the higher level that you're getting with those treasures that we just seen could make a really big difference on looking at the team in here. Now you also notice there is no beast up here. And look, Yo Dump Me just joined us. After queuing expansion, the number of usable farms is increased. This is going to take one of our uses. I'm going to have to change up this battle. Now remember, this is a test server. I do not have any decent teams on here, really. We can go ahead. We can put this at 4 times speed. And it took Rem out. Pay special attention to that, guys. It did drop Rem out of here, unfortunately. So we got to replace Rem. So tap to continue. The floor 1, you can see we are mining up here on floor number 1. And I'm wondering if that's exactly this one little blue dot. Let's see and wait the 30 seconds. While we kind of wait for this, I do want to swap this team out, because this is going to make a big difference on editing my formations. Let's go ahead and edit the formation in here, because again, if we don't have Rem available in here, that's not going to make sense. But we do have Marseille. I believe I did build Marseille out. Let's swap these around too. And let's get some support in here. I'm going to leave Ines just because I do like Ines. Team number 2. So who do we have in here? Again, we're pretty limited. So let's do Amisha. Let's do a 5 pull in here, maybe. We do have Saurus in here. Again, this account is so old, guys. I really don't play it a ton. Let's drop Rowan in there because I love how Rowan works. We do have, boom, a really big build there on Scarlet. We'll keep that one in there. We'll go ahead and let's do the seal itself. So we'll save both these. That, of course, is going to give us the ability to have 2 of those. The top 4 player combat rating will become the deputies. I'm hoping they change something within the deputies. So season 2, a new phase of launch. Outer Plane Caravans, Vault of Riches has been unlocked. We can see some of the rewards in there. Rally for the Siege, which we have already done. I'm not sure exactly why it's making us do it again. Rally for the Siege. There we go. Get some rewards out of there. Oh, this is going to go through kind of the game process or the game update. But there's the diamonds, guys. Want to make sure mobilize your army like we've kind of seen in the past. And looting the enemy caps or the enemy camps in there. And then, of course, getting the new relics. I don't think there's a way to skip this, so it is going to make us sit through all of it. All right, so we see the rally in there. Unlock the Sea Spirit Ring, which we got. Occupy a zone. And then, of course, the Coral Treasures. And going in here, we declared war. Now, once we hit this one, you can see we can have 2 camps in here. So we'll be able to take more camps again, allowing us to get more diamonds, allowing us to get more essence, which is going to be ideal. So let's go ahead and enter in here. There we go. So let's receive. So there is the rewards. Yep. So that opened the chest. And I'm wondering if when we start getting to more of these blue orbs, like right there, we're probably going to have to do it more than once. But moving through here and going through the 4, again, this is going to give us a lot of loot. We are going to get a lot more loot out of this game mode, guys. And I like it. I love that they added it in here. I am kind of wondering if when we get to the point of kind of getting and leveling up a little bit higher, if it's really going to make a big difference. So there we go. So another 48 seconds. Let's go ahead and challenge the next floor in here. Currently exploring, so we cannot use the same team. That's okay, guys. We still got the seal in here. And you can see these are kind of basic elite heroes in here. I'm wondering, kind of burning them through. And I'm almost thinking my YouTube account that we could burn through probably a lot of these floors very, very early. But now both of my teams are in there actually mining. Floor 1 is already completed, explored. Yeah, another 21 seconds. It's going to give us rewards out of here. And then, of course, 3, which also means that Vault of Riches, you could probably build this up a lot quicker. you could farm these out quite a bit quicker, getting these higher levels. And I'm wondering if the higher level is going to make a big difference. Trial of Treasures. Now, these, of course, had two that were purchase and purchase only. I don't know if that's the case. These are rewards, but I'm wondering for attacks. This is unlock 5 treasures. I'm wondering if these are free now or if they're going to be ones again that you had to purchase two of them in their entirety. But guys, that is a lot of changes that are coming in here. Dawn of Discovery. Now, of course, this is looking at the rewards. Get some Stargazer scrolls in there. Get some elite rewards. Once we go into the skirmisher, you can see we do have some of these wishing leaves that are popping up. We have some stones right in there. Then, of course, getting some red chests, and ultimately getting some of those limited frames, as well as a custom scroll, and then the individual rewards. This is a stack because, again, guys, we have insignias in here. We have the right here with the wishing leaves, quite a few things for the personal results. So if you're looking to pick up some more loot, guys, this is going to be a really, really good place to get all of the loot in here. And also remember, I think the mobilization, because we did garrison before. Yeah, we can garrison a team in there. We can do a couple different things. But before I rallied, and let's go ahead and rally both of these. Again, it costs 200 shells. Boom, we are all rallied up. So rally is successful. The test has joined the rally. We're going to continue through here, guys. Very cool looking. Now, remember, the caravans do offer you additional loot. You can buy it out of here, again, with your shells once you do take that zone. There's a lot more. So even looking at kind of where we are right now, you can see where the caravans are and still going and trying to get to that middle itself. Again, it's a game mode that I really did enjoy last time we did this. So the amount of loot that it gives you, also coming in here, you don't have to do it all the time, but going in here and again, just kind of making sure that you do have all of your essence pools and that all of those diamonds and all of your garrison places right here are going and really building up, because this is going to make a big difference on how much resources you do get. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.